everybody? This your boy Stephen J, and I'm here with Simply Steve, and we're talking about wrestling, WWE, WWF, WCW, UWF, ECW, AWA, and maybe just a little TNA, and maybe a little lucha. So let's kick it right off. Second Monday Night Raw of 2015, I think it is.
Second Raw 2014.
15.
Oh yeah, 2015.
You know what year you in? Just New Year's 14 days ago. It's a big old day, celebrated around the whole world.
Around the whole world? Doesn't China have a different New Year's?
What? Celebrated around the whole world. Fireworks going off at midnight around the world.
That's where they had different New Year's. Whatever. So second Raw 2015, return to the home of the end of the streak. Well, it was a couple buildings over, but whatever. Right, so Raw kicks off with John Cena in the ring. He's talking about how he plans on winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and going home, so he can make some kind of stand against the Authority, so he can get Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Ryback their jobs back. He was coming up with some really crazy ideas, like I said, taking the championship and going home, and having the WWE Universe chant they want him back, or having them tweet hashtag Authority sucks and stuff like that. And I just thought it was crazy and really not really. Well,
I thought it was dumb.
Well, the only part I thought was dumb was when he said he was going to take the championship and go home.
Hashtag Authority said he was going to take the championship and go home.
Yeah, and
why not leave now? You have that ain't no bargaining chip board. That's just like The Rock said, y'all want to see me and Cena? Yeah. All right. The next WrestleMania, 365 days later, I'm going to fight him. That's John Cena. Y'all want to see these guys back? Yeah, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. After I win the title, I'm leaving. Why not leave now?
Well, he wants the title, that's why.
No, I'm saying, why not leave now?
Because he wants the title.
You're technically the face of the company.
He is the face.
He's the face of the company. He's the face of the company. And you can hold a heck of a lot of cards in your hands if you just leave. Leave now. Boom. Or sit there on the show. Triple H, okay, then I quit. You want to bring them back? See if you can do the show without me. Come on. This is one of the reasons why I can't stand John Cena.
Because Dan Bryan is back now.
Hold on. It's not going to survive. We're going to talk about that. Stone Cold did it. And even though The Rock usurped Stone Cold, I still say Raw needed Stone Cold. Just like when Hulk Hogan kind of got into his little thing and he was going off of Nitro for a while, they still needed Hulk Hogan. So therefore, if I'm John Cena, I'm playing the card like, well, fine. I'm the face of the company. I sell them. Come on, give the people what they want. Not the part that we want to see him go a heel turn and nothing like that, but I'm the face of the company. I bring in the most pay-per-view buys. I sell the most t-shirts. I do this. I put the most seats in the stand. Let me see you do the show without me. Now what you gonna do? Play that role. Play the arrogant role. Doesn't necessarily have to be the heel, but play the arrogant role. What you gonna do now? Huh? What you gonna do now?
Well, they did say, well, you're gonna take your ball and go home. Well, technically, that's really gonna do something.
Yeah, but technically, it's his ironclad contract. What are you gonna do if I leave? Huh?
Alright, so Authority comes out and they're basically knocking him and they're like, none of that's gonna work, whatever like that. All you're gonna do is leave him, whatever like that. So he sets up a match to get his job back. Dolph Ziggler, Eric Rowan, and Luke Harper their jobs back. All he has to do is beat Seth Rollins.
And here's what I don't like.
In a lumberjack match.
Because I can pretty much already almost see what's gonna happen. They're gonna turn Dolph, Ryback, and Eric Rowan against John Cena. In essence, they're going to become like heels or whatever, killing every momentum Dolph Ziggler had, killing the momentum Ryback is starting, because again, Ryback and Rusev, what happened to that?
It ended because he got fired.
No, there was nothing after. There was nothing.
You heard that night they was going face.
They was nothing after that. So
Authority came back and stopped that.
I don't even see. Anyway, and I think that's what they're gonna do, and I'm not gonna like it.
That's what I'm dumb.
Because
I don't want to see Dolph Ziggler ride back and Luke Harper come back and become heel.
Because if they go heel, it's gonna be stupid, and especially against John Cena. Because again, it's like they act like John Cena has this great fan base, and he doesn't when it comes to adults. Anybody that's 15 and over, I go 17 and over. He doesn't have a with the kids. Yeah, he has a strong fan base with the kids. That's no doubt. He's the best. He's Hulk Hogan was as Hulk Hogan was in the 80s. But if they go that route, I don't like it. Other than that, I don't know if Dolph Ziggler making a movie. I don't know. Definitely know Eric Rowan ain't making no movie. Ryback, maybe. But the whole firing thing, I can't see it.
I just hope they don't go heel. Like he said, all the work that Dolph Ziggler has put in, and he said he did. Well, he did say 2015 was gonna be he was gonna become the man. So I don't know.
And this is what's gonna make me start hating Daniel Bryan, because Dolph Ziggler had the momentum, still has the momentum. Daniel Bryan comes in. Well, if we get rid of Dolph, then maybe we can get the yes-ols, the yes men back, or what do they call them? The yes movement back. Maybe we can get that movement back if we get Dolph out of the way to try to bring you back up the way you were, and that'll help us for WrestleMania and stuff like that. I don't like it.
I heard they might do Bryan and Lesnar. So, alright. So match, Cena, the Rollins Lumberjack match. Obviously, it was a bunch of heels, all part of the Authority surrounding the ring. Cena got beat up most of the match, but he kept kicking out, and it wasn't until Big Show knocked him out.
And it wasn't a good match at all, because it was too predictable. That's the one thing. Whoever's in power, they always have to be a heel, and it has never ever worked, except on. Except on SmackDown when Teddy Long was GM. That's the only time it's basically ever worked, and everyone liked Teddy Long because he was just corny. But it's like, yeah, he's corny, but we like him or whatever. But the match was weak. I gave it a 4 because it was so predictable. You knew what was gonna happen. You know Cena wasn't gonna win, and you know they wasn't gonna come back. So the next week, I guess he's gonna come up with a different tactic. Oh, let's try this or whatever to get the thing. And I don't even like the fact that Dolph Ziggler tweeted, "Thanks, John Cena. Thanks for trying," or whatever.
All right. So now my new question is, because he said they're gonna be back this week. So when do you think they're gonna be back? Before or after the Rumble?
They're gonna be back before the Rumble.
Before the Rumble.
They need.
I'm gonna say they'll be back.
How many guys? It's 31 guys.
30. I'm gonna say they'll be back.
Well, they had 31 last year. So if they got 30 or 31 guys in the Rumble, you're going to need Ryback in the Rumble. You're going to need Dolph in the Rumble. You're going to need, I don't know if you need Eric Rowan, but you need a big man in the Rumble. Versus, because think about it, there's always 1 or 2 spots for retro guys to come back and for us to say, oh, because that's the one thing. You want to see who's coming out next, and it's always around the mid 15 through 20 where you get somebody like the Godfather may come back or whatever and make a return just for the Rumble.
I'm gonna say either the Raw before or a surprise entry at the Rumble, they'll come back. If not, then it'll most likely be the Raw after. Alright, so then we had going up against Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
Can you stop doing that?
I like the New Day.
I think the New Day is new dumb. And again, I can go to race card with it as I already did. But I'm not going to go to race card. I just think they're a joke. I would personally rather them be heel, because I would love to see Kofi go heel. We've already seen.
I don't think Kofi can pull up being heel.
We've already seen Big E as a heel. Xavier, who cares?
He came out of nowhere.
Xavier, who cares? That's what I like to say. Xavier, who cares? He can go back to the woods for all I care. He has no gimmick. He has no personality. He has nothing. Only thing he has is a bunch of black guys in light blue clothes. And that's another thing. Why do all the black wrestlers always got to have wide neon clothes. They either gotta wear all white, all yellow, bright red. I think the only one is R-Truth, and that's because he always wears black jeans.
Hold up. I don't remember Mark Henry. He's black. He wearing his.
He's 500 pounds, black man in polka dots.
I don't remember Ron Simmons. I don't remember The Rock, and that's just maybe because he was successful.
The Rock's not black. Ron Simmons, remember his first entrance as Farouk? He came in a bright silver Centurion getup outfit. Farouk Assad. That was his name. Farouk Assad.
Alright, anyway, so Tyson Kidd and
matter of fact, I'm trying to think. That's a shame because I like Ron Simmons in WCW, but he really never got a shot as a single wrestler in the WWE. I think he should have had a better shot because he was the first black wrestler ever to win a world title. He did it in WCW. I was actually watching that match because he beat Big Van Vader. He beat Vader for the title, and there all the wrestlers came out cheering. And I don't remember when he lost it. I don't even remember who he lost it to. Probably Ric Flair. But he never really got a shot as a single competitor in the WWF because I don't even know if he had a Intercontinental title, or I know he was tag team champions with JBL and the Acolytes, but I don't remember him being a good single competitor in WWE.
Remember, he was also the Nation of Domination. Alright, so then Big Show and Roman Reigns. I don't understand the point of that, but they had some kind of promo or something like that where Big Show was going on. I didn't know what the heck he was talking about at all. I was like, what you talking about? Roman Reigns came out and told a story.
I don't even understand the feud. It doesn't make sense.
All we know is
their matches. They're
feuding because Big Show said Roman Reigns got in his way.
Yeah, but here's my point. They fought like 3 or 4 times now. The match is boring. And matter of fact, I believe
they'll probably face at the Rumble.
Hold on. The last time that they fought, the people in the crowd was like, boring. The match is too slow. They don't match up well. Big Show matches up with any fat guy, like Big Mabel, like Kali, who they finally released, thank God. Mark Henry. He really got that many fat people in WWE anymore. But anybody that was big, like 6'10" or wide, Big Show matched up great with him. Actually, he matched up pretty good with Sheamus. They had a good, because Sheamus not that quick, but he's big, almost like the Big Show, and they matched up pretty well. Him and Roman Reigns is just too slow.
Alright, so then Luke Harper versus Roman Reigns. Obviously Big Show sitting at ringside. He knew he was going to attack him again, obvious.
And this is not getting Roman Reigns over, to me, with the audience like he was before he got hurt.
Well, he's not like he can come and feud with Rollins, because Rollins is with the Authority and Cena's feuding with the Authority. So
I don't see why not.
So, I mean, unless they go and do like they did on SmackDown a couple weeks ago when they had Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose teaming up to take down the Authority, then maybe. Alright, so then we had Naomi versus Alicia Fox, and she had her hand tied behind her back because the Usos spoke out about Dolph Ziggler and them getting fired, and she lost.
Who cares?
Alright, so Brock comes back. Basically, they was...
Hold on. Epic moment on that. Brock spoke. He hardly ever speaks. But he did actually speak. Maybe 10 words he said. Wait a minute. I'ma kick your butt. Watch it. And that was it, but still.
He said...
He spoke.
Well, you talking about when he's out in the ring?
Yeah.
Oh, he said that he conquered Triple H, he conquered The Undertaker, he conquered John Cena, and that...
Are you sure he said that?
Yeah. He said, I conquered The Undertaker, I conquered him, I conquered Cena, and I think he said that he's going to conquer Seth Rollins.
I thought he said Seth Rollins wasn't ready yet. No, he says, you said you're the, what did Seth Rollins say? He's the what?
Oh, he said he was the future.
And he was like, you're only the future when I say you are, when I let you, or when I step aside, or something like that.
He said, I think he said, the future starts when I say it starts, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, so, epic moment, Brock speaks. All done. Paul Heyman does do a great promo.
That's why Brock Lesnar don't need to speak.
I know, but still, when he does speak, I mean, Brock can speak. he doesn't really have great mic skills, but he has enough mic skill as a heel that you know, the old Hulk Hogan, I'm gonna hurt you and beat you up, whatever. When I get you to the ring, I'm gonna punish you and put you down or whatever. He has enough skills for that.
All right, so Paul Heyman came out and basically bragged about the streak ending. That's pretty much it.
Well, Royal Rumble, you got a triple threat match between Brock, John Cena.
Brock will win because again his contract is up. And after WrestleMania,
Well, hold on.
I don't know if he'll be at the pay-per-view after the Rumble though.
Now, I just thought of something. Now, if they do this, remember you heard it first. Brock wins at the Royal Rumble. Let's say he wins. He's still the heavyweight champion. If you want to bring the Undertaker back,
I think they should have did it.
But no, if you want to bring the Undertaker back, bring him back as a 30th competitor in the Rumble. He wins the Rumble, goes on to face Brock Lesnar. You talk about a great setup. And this right here has nothing to do with the streak. You say, can the Undertaker come back? That's the only way you can bring the Undertaker back. If he faces Brock Lesnar for the World Heavyweight Champion and beats him at WrestleMania, you gotta give it to the Undertaker for giving up a 20-year streak. A 20-year streak. Unprecedented. You gotta give him that for what he did. Taker winning the title. The next night on Raw, he gives the title up and retires. Bam. You want to see the Undertaker go out just like that? Bam. There you go. You can't sell it any better than that. Undertaker, Brock Lesnar 2. Doesn't get any better than that.
Okay, that does sound.
You can't. And as much. Hold on. As I said earlier, Dolph Ziggler versus Brock will be good. I said Randy Orton versus Brock will be good. Not so much Seth Rollins versus Brock. I just don't have that.
What about Daniel Bryan versus Brock?
Daniel Bryan, I don't want to see Daniel Bryan at Brock because I don't think Daniel Bryan deserves it. I think Dolph, on a scale of 1 to 10 times over Daniel Bryan right now. But Undertaker, Brock, WrestleMania, because Undertaker comes in at the last moment at the Rumble and wins it all, please.
How many people left in the Rumble? Because if he can't take a 30-minute match, how many people left in the Rumble?
Get 30, huh?
How many people left in the Rumble? Like
I would say, I say 15.
15 people left in the Rumble.
I say 15 in the Rumble by the time he comes in. Whenever the 30th competitor always comes in, there's about 10 people, and if you want to say who it is, I'm gonna say you're gonna have Roman Reigns, you're gonna have Daniel Bryan, you're gonna have Dolph Ziggler, you're gonna have Ryback, you're gonna have the Big Show, you're probably gonna have Eric Rowan, maybe Luke Harper, probably have Kofi Kingston and stuff like that. Undertaker comes out as as the number 30 guy. He goes in there and he's cleaning house. He's eliminating. Matter of fact, I say he breaks Roman Reigns' record by throwing out as many whatever, and he goes after Brock. Do you see this new Undertaker focus? And he's going for Brock Lesnar. And matter of fact, when the triple threat match comes out, Brock wins. The first thing, the music hit. Brock music doesn't hit, but the Undertaker music hits. Bam! You sold it. Everybody's gonna buy WrestleMania because they want to see that, because no one likes the way the Undertaker left in that match. But to see him redeem himself like this, bam, bump Sting, bump Bray Wyatt, nobody wants to see that. It's again, I don't care. But to see Undertaker come back and go after Brock, please.
Okay, I agree that's good. But where all of a sudden...
Oh no, it's not good. It's great.
Where all of a sudden do you come out with, after going on for about 8 months, saying, I don't want to see Taker. Streak's over. Take's over. He can't take a 30-minute match. All of a sudden, you come out the blue with, Take comes back. His gong hangs as soon as Brock Lesnar wins. He comes in the Royal Rumble. He wins the Rumble. You got Brock versus Lesnar. You got Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker 2. Taker wins. Title avenges the streak.
Okay, I can come out with that because I think it's a good ploy. I think it's a great idea.
It is a great idea. Can you see it happening for real? Like,
I can't see it happening because of the idiots that are currently in the WWE. Matter of fact, I'm going to tweet it to them right now and see what I get.
They may say it's a great idea, but I don't think they'll do it. Just because that's how the WWE is. But anyway, so we have Dean Ambrose, and he's in some kind of psychological evaluation or something like that. And if he does not pass, then he
Did he ever pass?
Yeah, he passed.
Okay, because
the guy had to sign the papers, and they were starting off with questions, and we come back to them, and the dude's crying on the seat, and Dean's like taking his evaluation or whatever like that. So Dean obviously passed, and he'll be in the Rumble. Oh, then he faced Rusev and lost. All right, so
who did Rusev face?
Dean Ambrose.
Oh, yeah. I don't quite understand.
They putting Dean in random matches right now because they ain't got nothing for him. He did just come out of a feud, but still. All right, so then we had the Miz versus Jey Uso. Miz won, so we're probably gonna see Miz and Mizdow versus the Usos in a rematch at the Royal Rumble for the titles. All right, so then Daniel Bryan comes back. He's talking about how he'll be back and the Rumble and everything like that. Stephanie comes out, so she's making fun of him, whatever. Daniel Bryan makes fun of her about her DVD. So she puts him in a match with Kane on Thursday, which is tomorrow. SmackDown returns to its birth
Now,
Thursday.
what was... Oh, Team Hell No. That was... now, I can see that becoming
Well, I can't even...
a WrestleMania match. Because after all, wasn't it Kane that supposedly had put him out? Because I'm trying... When did Daniel Bryan actually get hurt? Who did it and
Kane.
Which match?
Kane did it.
It wasn't from when Kane did it.
It was from those tombstones.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
It was not. He was.
Yes, it was.
No, the tombstone was what led up to him being out, but he got hurt technically before that.
I don't remember that. I don't remember hearing that.
I know they're saying Kane did it, and after Kane did it, oh, Daniel Bryan's hurt. He hurt his neck or whatever. But I thought he was hurt.
Maybe it was building up or something like that.
He was hurt before that.
I don't know.
Anyway, but
they said it's Kane. So
if you
sort of imagine that
you had Daniel Bryan get the best of Kane on Monday, so therefore, if you build it up right, don't even let him fight at the Royal Rumble. Let him go at it. No, I mean in a one-on-one match. Don't let him go at it in a one-on-one match. And if you do let him go at it in a one-on-one match, it'll be a double DQ. But if you build it up, you can make that into a WrestleMania match. Do I want to see Daniel Bryan as the main event? No, I don't think he deserves it. And you're on Daniel Bryan right now, right?
Yeah.
And speaking of Daniel Bryan, again, they're trying to get the Yes movement like it was. And this is, I understand that. It was a great thing. But there's only so much. It's like the da-da. Yeah, we want that back. That was fun while it lasted. But like all good things, they do come to an end. Daniel Bryan's Yes movement, this time last year, everybody, and I mean everybody in the arena was doing this. It wasn't one single person not doing it. You could not find him on camera. Daniel Bryan comes out now. Yeah, you see a lot of people doing it. But guess what? You see a lot of people not doing it. Not doing the Yes.
Would it be because he needs to do something spectacular besides just return to action?
No,
I mean, maybe winning the Royal Rumble.
The Yes thing is good because it's popular. It's like the what that's been going on for 20 years since Stone Cold did it. It's like since Ric Flair's been doing it for 50 years. So it's something that continues. That it's okay. It's whatever. Is it gonna last? Does Daniel Bryan still have the same? No. Does he have the same momentum? No. Is it the same like it was last year? No. Does he deserve the shot to be put back in the spotlight? No, I do not.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going because guys like Dolph Ziggler and Seth Rollins, they've been putting up and they've been doing good since he's been gone. But does he deserve?
No.
Right, I'm saying right now.
No.
Does he deserve a rematch? He never officially lost the title.
So what? Randy Orton never got his title shot.
That's because
Thank you.
Because he was feuding with Shield.
He was feuding with Shield, and he actually mentioned it before he finally broke out of Evolution. I never got my title shot, and you owe me this, whatever. He never got his title shot. So again, it is what it is. It happens. Right. It happens. John Cena lost to Daniel Bryan. He came back, never got his title shot.
That's because he went after. It's because he had a title match with Del Rio.
They put it back again, but still.
All right. So then we had Paige versus Brie. I believe Brie won. I didn't really see that match.
And I don't understand the storyline, I guess, with dumb Tyson Kidd. Again, Tyson Kidd has something. Exactly what it is, I have no idea. I don't think he knows what he has, other than that he just got some in-ring skills. I think his best role is a heel. I don't like him teaming up with Cesaro. I just think that's bad for Cesaro to team up with him. Bring the bitter Bulldog back. Matter of fact, resurrect the Cruiserweight title. And I think he will be great. Him, Sin Cara, who's that boy? Kenta in
NXT.
What's his name? My boy Adrian Neville. I think he would be a great. Bring the Cruiserweight division back. And bring some more luchadors in or whatever. And who's the Lucha Dragons in there? Let those guys go at it. Bring Billy Kidman back. Who's the guy that had the shooting star press?
John Morrison.
No, not John Morrison. That was the shooting star Payne. But he jumped up and he flipped backwards. He was a great competitor. He was Aaron Bourne. Bring Aaron Bourne back. Justin Gabriel, another guy that will be great as a cruiserweight. Let him go after that title. If you bring that back, you got more storylines. You got more things where you don't have to give the 20 minutes to the guy that's opening up Raw to sit there and speak, and then 20 more minutes at the guy at 9 o'clock, then 15 minutes to the guy at 10 o'clock. I mean, come on.
Alright, so then we had...
They need to hire me, man, because I have pretty good ideas.
Alright, man, so then we had the Ascension versus some more local guys.
I quite don't understand.
And each week after week, they keep saying they're better than the Road Warriors and everybody like that. So I don't know. What are they trying to do? Challenge them or something? I don't know. Because that's the only team they mentioned. It's not like they said they're better than DX or better than the Brothers of Destruction or better than Edge and Christian or APA or whatever like that. They just keep saying they're better than the Road Warriors. So are they challenging them or something? I don't know. But I don't know what they're doing. Alright, so like I said,
they got something in the Ascension. I am not giving up on the Ascension because I love those guys in NXT. They were great again.
Yeah, I just said that they were good.
The same the same attributes or the same charisma or the same thing that they did in NXT will work in Raw on the mainstream. But putting them up against, I know that's what they did with Ryback, but putting them up against these guys, why do they keep calling out tag teams from the 80s? Unfortunately, Road Warriors, Demolition, and Powers of Pain were kind of black and red. I think Demolition was all black, but they did have some red sometime. They had face paint or whatever, or something like that. But JBL is really harsh on them. Call out the Acolytes. Call out the Hardy Boys. Call out the Dudley Boys. I would love them to call out the Dudley Boys and then bring the Dudley Boys back to feud. How come they're not going after the Usos? How come they're not going after the Miz? If you want to make a name where people start to say, okay,
go to Stardust.
Even go after Golden Stardust. Stop doing. WCW broke away from it, and let's do a little history like I always do. You had the Four Horsemen. It was Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard. And then you had the Midnight Express, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan Lane. Jim Cornette was the manager. They both technically were heel tag teams at the time, but the Midnight Express, based on their music that they used to do, and Sweet Stan used to do this little dance move in the ring when he came, the fans started to like them, so they started to become like anti. But then when they wanted to go after the tag team titles and against the Horsemen, everybody was like, oh man, two heels are going after it, whatever. It was great. He didn't care. It broke down from that point where it wasn't always good guy versus bad guy. It was whoever has the title, we're going after the title. When WCW did it back then, I liked it. WWE is like they're going retro. Got to be a good guy versus a bad guy versus two bad guys fighting or two good guys fighting. I mean, they teased it with John Cena and Dean Ambrose, but we wanted to see it. We rooted for Dean, but they was like, stop. No, let's let him fight the evil guy. It can't always do that. It doesn't work. That's what makes the product. That's what makes the products bad. We love when Daniel Bryan went up against John Cena and Daniel Bryan was calling John Cena out because you can't wrestle or whatever, something like that. That was actually a good storyline. We loved when he finally beat John Cena and everything. But the whole thing with the Ascension, having them face nobodies who can't even make it to NXT, but somehow they made it to Raw.
Well, only time will tell. Maybe they'll start feuding. Maybe they'll try to start going after the tag titles and get tired of facing local people. Alright, so then we had the WWE World Heavyweight Championship contract signing. Obviously, just like every contract signing, it's always going to break out of chaos into a fight. Like you said, Brock spoke for the first time like ever in like years. And and he what happened? Oh yeah. Seth Rollins was there basically talking about he's the future, and Brock's bragging about his accolades and what do you call it? Damn, what's his name? Seth Rollins bragging about his accolades.
Hold on, you forgot something.
What I forget?
You forgot something. That's basically long overdue. The Macho Man
Oh yeah.
Gets inducted
That wasn't on the list.
to the Hall of Fame. And again,
by Hulk Hogan.
being inducted, I think there's really nobody. Is Elizabeth alive? Because I think she would have. I think she's a better candidate to induct Macho Man if she's still alive. I know she's married or was married to Lex Luger, but I don't know if she's still alive. I think that she would be the best person to induct Macho Man into the Hall of Fame, because technically she was the first WWE diva. She was the first diva. They didn't market her, but a lot of people liked her. I personally didn't like her at all. She practically got on my nerves.
Yes, he's gonna be inducted by Hulk Hogan into the Hall of Fame, so that's good. Finally, he'll be in the Hall of Fame. Well deserved, as he's been saying and Stone Cold said, everything like that. It's like,
as a matter of fact, I gotta give credit to Stone Cold, because I don't think if Stone Cold wouldn't have brought it up to Mr. McMahon on that day, I don't think they would have done it. And I think it put a lot of pressure on him, being the fact that Macho Man died last year. I think it was
2011.
Was it 2011? Damn, seemed like last year. But I think the fact that Macho Man died, and if there was some unresolved issues with the Macho Man, in which the rumor was he slept with Stephanie, and Vince didn't like that. But the fact is, hey, I could have swore the man had more titles than just two-time WWE title. But the fact is, the man had a big role during the 80s and maybe the 90s in the WWE with his feud with Hulk Hogan. His feud with the Ultimate Warrior is legendary. A lot of people are still talking about that match. That was a great match, by the way. And his commentary that he was doing was good. And I gotta say, when he left the WWE and went to WCW, they resurrected his career. And his feud there with Hogan and Ric Flair, it was good. You love the Macho Man. Oh yeah. And he was crazy though, because he reminded me of Ultimate Warrior, because the Ultimate Warrior thought that he actually was the Ultimate Warrior, that he really was a god. Macho Man was like, yeah, the Macho Man, this and you get dig it, you did okay, you better get on my feet right now because I'm the Macho Man. This and what'd you say? That's what he did.
They said he really did talk like that.
So
Like, that's how
I
we
remember.
talk.
I remember when he was on the Arsenio Hall show back in the day, and he went on there. He talked like that, and I think Arsenio was like, "You got to poop or something? Why do you talk like that?"
Yeah, I heard he actually really did talk like that.
So big ups, 2 thumbs up, in fact, to the WWE for doing the right thing,
Because of Stone Cold.
and give all the credit to Stone Cold. I kind of think maybe Stephanie might have said, "Daddy, I was young, promiscuous. Please, I love him."
Alright, so contract signing. Obviously broke out in chaos. Cena got what do you call it? A superplex.
Hold up. I want to point something out because you knew that was going to happen anyway.
What, Cena getting beat up?
No,
The
car stop, Cena. Brock Lesnar. Hold on, Brock Lesnar. He didn't jump up any daggone air to get the curb stop. Stop doing that, John Cena.
I tell you, when I said he makes it obvious, I mean, my God, he makes it obvious.
Who does that?
I mean, he literally crawled over to the other side of the ring just so he could get curb stomped. And I was like, did he really just do that just now? I was like, oh my gosh.
And even if he did it, you don't even sell it. Who jumps up in the air to get hit?
He does that too. I was like, why does he do that?
There's
Nobody
a song
else does.
about that. Chumps bump up to get beat down. Who does that?
I was like, why? No one else does that. You get cursed out, they literally get cursed out. Brock, I don't know, but Cena's the only one who jumps up in the air. I don't know, maybe because of his neck problems or something like that. He can't handle it, but he literally jumps up in the air, and I'm just like, what? It's like when Mizdow does his stunts outside the ring, and you're like, did he really just jump into the ring and do that? That's what Cena does when he gets cursed on. I mean, my God. But here's the thing, though, and maybe it's just because so the match can happen at the Royal Rumble. Seth Rollins just curb stomped Brock Lesnar. He just curb stomped John Cena. That'd have been the perfect time to cash in Money in the Bank. I mean, I know Paul Heyman was holding the title, but he had the briefcase. He'd be like, get the ref out here. Triple H would be like, get the ref. You could have been champion right there. End of Raw. I think that'd have been crazy. Yo, he won the title, Seth Rollins won the title, and then Brock wins it back at the Royal Rumble. Like Cena hits Seth Rollins with the AA, Brock comes out of nowhere, hits the F5, and that's it. And then your miraculous Taker moment happens, which probably won't happen. But I thought it should happen when he was there bragging about the streak and they was walking out, and then you should just heard. That would have said.
I don't want him out. No. Timing is everything. You don't want the Undertaker to come out now. You don't want any thoughts of the Undertaker out. Coming out, the last man in the Royal Rumble? Yes. Because nobody knows. You got all your competitors out there. As a matter of fact, don't bring no retros out. Don't bring Sting. Don't bring Farouk. Don't bring JBL. Don't bring nobody out. Let that man be the Undertaker. Be the last one out. Let him clean house. Let him win it. And then that's a perfect setup. Bam. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not the streak. We want the streak, but it's if the streak losing was a 10, and the streak in WrestleMania living for this long was a 10 that you paid the $59 to see him redeem himself coming back like that. Remember, I said for 12 months, I don't want to see Take again. There was nothing I can see, but Brock wasn't a champion at the time. Brock is the champion now. Take coming back to face Brock again for the title, though. Man, bam. I would love it.
I would have said, well, you know how you say he come out the next night on Raw and he gives it the title. I would just think that, I don't know, he gets beat down or he gets knocked out by Big Show or something, and then Seth Rollins comes in cashing Money in the Bank. So therefore, Taker loses the title, but Seth Rollins is the champion. Or do what Edge does years ago. Taker gets done the match, he's super tired, and then Edge came in and cashed Money in the Bank. So, will it happen? Will the WWE listen? They didn't listen to his name with Golden Stardust by calling him Gold Star. So, that would be nice to have Taker versus Brock 2 for the title. Because that's what they did with Cena and Rock.
Say that again. I wasn't listening.
I'm saying, would it be nice to see Brock versus Taker 2 at WrestleMania for the title? Yes. That's what I'm saying. That's what they did for Rock and Cena 2. Cena wins the Rumble. Rock wins the title. All right, now you get a rematch.
But who cares?
Their match was boring. This Rock versus Cena 2 for the title was boring.
Yeah, the second one, it was I don't care. But this right here, because it's Undertaker, because he lost, but because he has a chance to get the title back, to win the title by redeeming himself, why not?
Win the title one last time. One last time.
Exactly. And then he comes on and he says he's gonna matter of fact, and this is how you can set it up. I'm a genius. You could say Undertaker is gonna announcement, I'm gonna make my retirement, officially retire from WWE. Can't do it no more, whatever. And I'm gonna relinquish the title tonight. All through Raw, the next night, everyone's waiting for him to do it. No, please don't go. Thank you, Taker. Thank you, Taker. And people bowing and doing all that stuff. Great. Taker comes out, and he's about to make his announcement. Seth Rollins comes out, attacks him, curb stomps him, wins the title. Bam. You got a new champion. You got a new generation. It all works out. It all works out. Seth Rollins.
So he comes out to I wouldn't say he comes out just attacking me. I would say he comes out and just be like, oh, no, thanks, Take, for all the great years, something like that, and then attacks him or something like that. Mm-hmm. Like set it up. Mm-hmm. Where he's like, oh, where he's sucking. I was like, oh, Take, man, the years, the streak, man, it was awesome. It's what got me through my childhood. It's why I became a WWE superstar. Maybe I have a chance to end the streak or whatever. And then he attacks him.
Yeah, and
have J&J security like distract him or whatever like that. So they're beating him down. I
don't even know if J&J, maybe Big Show comes down and knocks Undertaker out, and then Seth Rollins gets on it, or Seth Rollins just comes out and suckers him or whatever, or he runs in from the crowd or comes from underneath the ring or whatever and hits the Undertaker. Somehow it has to be a sneak attack. Where basically he hits with the briefcase. He calls the referee down. Bam. Here's the shot. Boom.
Let's take the gun. We won't see him again to the Hall of Fame. Gets inducted. Biggest thing since Stone Cold. Biggest thing since Macho Man. I think even bigger than that. And then that's a wrap. Take it going. I think that'd be a nice end to his legacy.
And then, of course, you can watch it on the WWE app. And Taker gets up, and then you have all the thank you Takers or whatever, and then he walks out in the way, because no one leaves a champion. No one leaves.
Well, I mean, I guess you can't really use that because he had to retire.
Yeah,
because he was champion when he retired.
Was he?
Yeah, he had to retire because of his neck and anything like that. But he was the world heavyweight champion.
His last
match was against Alberto Del Rio, WrestleMania 27.
And I thought he lost.
No, he won.
I could have sworn.
No, he won. Because ever since he lost to Taker at WrestleMania 24, he had been losing every match for the world title, but then he finally won. He finally able to retain. Alright, so that really would be nice. But that's the big news. SmackDown coming back on Thursday tomorrow. Coming back to its glory days when they first came on. Daniel Bryan versus Kane. Will SmackDown need some relevance or?
If they don't do the brands, then no. The answer is no.
So now you're moving back to SmackDown, back to Thursdays enough?
No. If they don't do the brands, no. The answer is no. Because if all we're going to see is John Cena, Seth Rollins, Big Show, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Bray Wyatt again on the show doing something else or the same type of match, then no. I don't want to see it. Let them have their own brand. It worked. And I don't have to mention, and I don't want to mention again, but that's how we found out who CM Punk was. Alberto Del Rio. That's how we got Edge. That's how we got
Daniel Bryan.
What's homeboy's name? Jeff Hardy. Daniel Bryan, whatever. Miz. Still, no. Unless they bring it to the brand, no.
Well, like you said, it's probably because they're trying to make it like the glory days where there was only one champion. And then they had one again when Jericho unified the titles, when he beat Rock and Stone Cold on the same night. And then they split it up again because Brock didn't want to defend the title. But yeah, I would like to see like always, we would like to see the brands become the brands again. 2 world championships. Probably not for a long time.
It worked, and it's what the people are screaming for. I mean, they're doing the poll every day. Did you like tonight's episode tonight? Yeah, so they obviously want to know your feedback. And this past episode got a lot of okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It was better than last week's. And it was only like 900 or 400 people commented on it. And it was like maybe 5,000 likes or whatever. But last week, it was like 10,000 likes. And it was like, no, it was like 15 or 20,000 likes, but 9,000 comments. And a lot of those 9,000 comments were people saying, no, the show was stupid. Why would you do this? Doesn't make any sense. I'm not going to watch again, this, that, and the other, whatever.
Well, unless you got something from TNA.
I don't really have anything for TNA other than that it starts, what, Friday? Which I'm going to check it out just to see. Looks like because Kurt Angle's is on there.
Jeff Hardy's still there.
Jeff Hardy and Brodus Clay, which I still haven't seen because they've been doing just tape stuff or whatever. But I saw something on Bleacher Report and Wrestle Inc. where they said the ratings came in and the ratings were low or whatever. And TNA released a statement saying the ratings are untrue because they didn't calculate this, that, and the other or whatever. I don't know. All I know is this. If the ratings aren't good and it's Destination America, for like 5 hours, all they talked about last night was Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, Hong Kong Disney, Disneyland Paris, Disney Shanghai, Disney this, all this Disney stuff for like 10 hours last night.
They did.
So I can't really see ratings being really, really high on the show, but if it sucks and it's worse than that,
they somehow survive it. Somehow.
If it's worse than that, I don't know. Please, everyone that's been a wrestler there that has left says they will never go back. And the only people that do go back is because they don't want to go to the Indies. They don't want to go to New Japan. I don't know how much Lucha is paying, but Lucha is not. It's not all over the country yet. It's known in the wrestling business, but. And I just found that out, but it's not.
Has it been around long?
I don't know. I don't know when Lucha Underground started. I know a lot of people talked about it online, and I couldn't find anything out there. And even Ring of Honor, I haven't even seen any thing on TV about that. So I don't know. But a lot of people say it's the management problem. They don't know what they're doing. So we'll see. So next week, I'll say something about TNA after I watch it on Friday. So for Stephen J. and for Simply Steve. We are done talking about wrestling.
Listen to that idea.
I'm tweeting WWE, Triple H, and Vince McMahon right now. So see what they say.
Hey,
peace.
If Stephanie got an account, you should tweet.
I don't want to tweet Stephanie. I don't like her.